Hey,
Boom, boom,
hey,
boom.
oh, I better. All right, hey. It's Dave and
What?
Johnny live.
Live, live, live.
What's up, man? I'm Dave, he's Johnny. Hey, everybody. What's going on? How's everybody's Friday going? Everybody ready for the weekend?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so.
You seem really, really pumped for the weekend. Roy Knight says he's hyped for this show. Hell yeah, Roy Knight. What's up, Roy? Oh, he's got stuff to say. All right, all right.
Oh boy.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Johnny North, he's got a review of a movie. You saw the new Johnny English movie, right?
I did. Johnny English Strikes Again.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rowan Atkinson, so that's cool. I'm excited to hear about that movie. I've got some things to review as well. We'll see if we'll get to it. Johnny North is in charge of Dave and Johnny Live. He calls the finish to the show. So I might not have time for my reviews, but give you a little sneak peek. I plan on reviewing some of this stuff. This is Canadian legal cannabis. So we'll see if we have time to review some weed on the show. Yeah, I smoked some weed. I can say that. It's legal. I smoked some of this Canadian legal weed that I bought at a store downtown, and I'll tell you about it later. What else do we have, John? 90 Day Fiance. I watched it. He did not. You did not see the new episode, the new season of 90 Day Fiance. So maybe we'll do less 90 Day Fiance talk today because, well, you didn't watch, unfortunately.
Starts up really quick. It's like, wow, one season ends and the next season starts. I was
Yeah.
unaware.
Yeah, 90 Day Fiance just never stops. They had the last season end and right away. They don't wait like a week or two or anything in between. New season started, new couples. You have the American lady with a young Jamaican man. Her friend thinks that the Jamaican guy is cheating on her. She doesn't seem to care. She's like, whatever, if he cheats on me in Jamaica, that's fine. As long as he doesn't do it when he comes over and marries me in the States. We'll see about that. There's a Samoan, American Samoan lady who went to Samoa, met a dude, lost her virginity to this Samoan dude, and got pregnant. So they have a kid together, and this Samoan dude is coming over to the United States. Her father, a Samoan dude himself, does not want her daughter with a Samoan dude, and he's not happy about it. Her father looks like he could be like a pro wrestler. He's like big, like tough looking. He looks like a wrestler. I'm like, is this guy cousins with The Rock too? Like somehow?
That'd be awesome if it was the case.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It seems like every Samoan pro wrestler's cousins with The Rock. So, yeah, new season of 90 Day Fiance kicked off. There's a, 30-something-year-old dude with a 19-year-old Mexican fiance. He bought her breast implants. And he was very excited to see them. He seems a bit creepy. Comes off a bit creepy on the show. Another dude lives with his mom, has a girlfriend in, I think, Brazil. And she's going to come over to marry him in the States. I think he lives in Vegas. He seems a bit odd. Kind of reminds me of Paul from last season.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, similar type dude. Lives with his mom. Very something. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Paul was kind of a weird guy. But he also went through a lot of heartache, too. Losing a kid and then kind of questioning his wife if she actually had another kid with him or not.
Carini.
Yeah, that's a lot of heartache, man.
Carini is currently pregnant, and apparently it's Paul's baby.
Okay. Second time.
Yeah. So what else do we have here? I mean, you didn't watch 90 Day Fiance, so it's kind of tough to do a review with you, John. You're gonna watch the new season, right? Like you're
Yeah,
gonna
of course.
keep going. You're not watching Total Divas, though, are you?
Oh, not Total Divas. No,
Not at
no,
all.
no. I think we said Total Bellas, not Total Divas.
Total,
That's a lot. To
Total
watch
Divas
Bellas.
is on now. It's been not great. They seem to be showing Ronda Rousey a lot on the show and featuring her a lot. And I feel like they're trying to get Ronda on the show. There was a report that Ronda was asked to be on the show, but I don't know if she'll do it.
I mean, if you think about it, star power, they need
It
her.
would help. It would help a lot if Ronda were on the show. We got AJ. AJ's watching the show. What's up, AJ? AJ's watching live on YouTube right now. Andy, our boy Andy, out in England. What's up, Andy? Antoinette. How you doing, Antoinette?
You guys can all thank AJ for making the show shorter than it should be, because he took so long on the phone with David before we even got on the air.
That's right. We're late to get on the air because AJ was calling me to make an announcement, to announce to me. Can we make the announcement?
Yeah, sure.
AJ, are we allowed to announce this now? Why am I asking AJ's permission? I'm just going to do it. Tonight on Ringside Report Radio, we have UFC fighter Elias Theodorou live in studio. We are going to walk with Elias, the good Elias, tonight on Ringside Report Radio.
Elias is getting WWE now. He turned face on Raw.
Oh, Elias the wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares about him? We got Elias Theodorou in tonight, and I think he's a pro wrestling fan, so maybe we'll talk a little pro wrestling with Elias. We're going to talk about the UFC. He's fighting Eric Anders in December for the UFC in Toronto. So looking forward to that. Elias Theodorou live in studio with us for the full hour on Ringside Report Radio, midnight tonight on TSN 690. Tune into that. The Spartan, as AJ is saying.
Right after the Red Sox win another game. Should be good.
Yeah, whatever. Are you really a Red Sox fan, or are you just a Red Sox fan to troll me because I'm a Yankee fan?
A little bit.
Yeah, I think mostly because you're just trolling me.
Also because Pedro won the World Series with the Red Sox as well. And
You don't care.
No, Pedro was awesome. That speech he gave after they won the World Series, like thanking the Expos and the fans, that was amazing.
Look, I love Pedro, of course. No
He was
doubt.
the best.
Pedro is the man.
Yeah.
No doubt. My favorite Expo of all time. Without a doubt, Pedro Martinez. My favorite.
Okay, well, that was a huge reason.
For sure, but I don't like the Red Sox.
Yeah, just because you like the Yankees, that's it.
Yeah, I do like the Yankees very much. Very much. And we'll win next year, all right? We'll get them next year. The Red Sox look like they're going to win the World Series this year. I'm predicting them to win. Aren't they up 2-0?
I think so.
Yeah, it's 2-0. I mean, it's not a really out there prediction on my part, but I'm going to say the Red Sox are going to win the World Series. They're a very good team. They're very good.
Could be the star of the dynasty team here, it seems.
I don't think so. The Yankees will win the division next year and take them out with the quickness.
Okay. Maybe don't play the victory song before you win the series next time.
Settle down.
Just saying.
Rob Clue says NXT this week, masterful heel turn. What happened on NXT this week? I didn't see it.
Gargano turned heel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he turned on Aleister Black. I think he was the one that took out Aleister Black. I think that's the big reveal.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. He attacked Aleister Black.
Yeah.
So Gargano is a heel, but doesn't he still hate Ciampa, or are they buddies now?
I think it's kind of their own little thing now. I mean, that's over, right? I mean, Ciampa beat him. It's done.
So now they're both heels.
Pretty much, I think.
That's cool.
Well, if you like NXT and...
People like NXT?
Pretty much, to me, it's still watch takeovers because you'll get maybe snippets here and there of what you should watch, but really it's the takeovers.
Yeah. I don't watch all the NXT shows, but I watch every takeover.
Those are fantastic.
Those are awesome. Some people say, like Andy here, he's saying NXT is the best show WWE has. And there's NXT UK now.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I watched a bit of it. I don't know. There's so much WWE, it's hard to keep up with everything. But it's cool for the UK wrestling fans, I guess. I heard it was rushed because I think it was RevPro. One of those companies out in the UK has a TV deal now. So the WWE kind of rushed NXT UK to compete with that.
Sounds like something they'd do.
Something they would do. You know what else they're going to do? They're going to go to Saudi Arabia.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Official. WWE going to Saudi Arabia. They may have murdered Jamal Khashoggi. It may have been premeditated, but WWE's going there anyways. It's not going to get in the way of good business. And Ronda Rousey agrees with that decision, which we'll talk about more on Wrestling Uncensored, as we want to make sure Ronda hears it, because we are assuming Ronda listens to Wrestling Uncensored, Because she pretty much said word for word to TMZ what Johhny North said last week on the show defending Saudi Arabia. So we'll get to that more on Wrestling Uncensored. Tune into that tomorrow night or download the podcast. Because I think Rhonda is a listener of Wrestling Uncensored. The verbiage that she used was too close to Johhny North. It seems like she's a listener, which is cool.
To me, that's a great honor that Ronda Rousey pretty much just copied what I said. That's an amazing compliment that someone of her stature would, pretty much rip off what I said.
And we are 1 week away from the crown jewel. Right? It's next Friday.
This is going to be our preview show this week on Wrestling Uncensored.
Oh, yeah. Double preview show on Wrestling Uncensored. We're going to preview Evolution. WWE Women's Evolution will be this Sunday. And then next Friday will be WWE Crown Jewel. Big week in the WWE. Look, whether you agree with the politics or not, Crown Jewel is an incredible card. Undertaker and Kane taking on Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. A tournament, an 8-man, one-night tournament featuring the likes of Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Kurt Angle. Like it or not, like the location or not, which I do not. I do not like the location. I don't think they should be going to Saudi Arabia. I think it's in bad taste. But I'm still going to watch because it's a great wrestling show. It's just very good. So whether you agree with it or not, and I'm seeing Roy Knight here, he doesn't agree with it, doesn't think they should go to Saudi Arabia, and I'm with you. I get it. But the show's going to be so good. Let's just sit back and enjoy a good wrestling show and leave politics aside for a few hours. No? No?
The thing is about this show, whether you like it or not, this is going to dictate what happens in WWE storylines because we're going to crown a new Universal Champion. So whether you like it or not, this is going to have an impact going forward on television.
It's a very important show. And Rob Clue saying he thought Cena and Bryan dropped out. There was word that Cena and Bryan, John Cena and Daniel Bryan, didn't want to go to the show, but they're still being advertised. Daniel Bryan is still working an angle going into this. John Cena is still being advertised for the World Cup tournament. So you tell me if they're going to show up or not. As far as I know, that's just a rumor on the internet. What the WWE is saying is that they will be there. We'll have to wait and see.
I wouldn't be surprised there's this mysterious injury angle that happens last minute and suddenly there's a replacement. That could happen.
For John Cena, I think it's tougher to replace Daniel Bryan at this point than it is for Cena.
Maybe add The Miz. Do something with The Miz. That's it. Wouldn't that be the greatest turnaround?
The Miz is already in the World Cup, though.
And Miz wins the World Cup and then faces AJ and then beats AJ. Wouldn't that be a great turn?
No.
Yeah, you'd hate that. You'd be upset. But
I think a lot of people will be upset.
I could see that happening. But anyways, we have a vote to get to, right? Because people want me to either go watch Halloween.
We have a vote to get to?
Yeah. Halloween. Okay. Or go watch AJ Ref tomorrow, I think.
Okay. So, backtrack here in the story. You're looking for what to do tomorrow afternoon. You're
right.
Either going to go see the new Halloween movie, because it's Halloween on Wednesday, or you're going to go see AJ from Ringside Report Radio referee a pro wrestling match featuring our buddy Green Phantom.
In a kickboxing amateur show, yeah.
Yeah, some sort of show tomorrow. And AJ's going to be refereeing a pro wrestling match, which is odd because AJ doesn't really understand the rules to professional wrestling. He thinks it's real. So good luck, Phantom. You've got AJ as your ref. It's not going to go well. I know it's not going to go well. I was asked to referee this, but only a couple days ago. AJ asked me, he's like, Dave, do you want to referee this wrestling match with Green Phantom? I'm like, when is it? He's like, it's this Saturday. I was like, I need more time. I'm busy. You gotta book me in advance, you know? Right. You gotta book me further in advance than 3 days out. I'm sorry. I know we talk about my wrestling bookings all the time here on Dave and Johhny Live. If you're trying to book me for a wrestling show, you gotta give me at least a couple weeks. You can't just say, Saturday. No. I'm going to say no every time. Every time. Johhny North tried to book me for a show, and it's in like 3 or 4 weeks, right?
Well, it's still up in the air, though. Much like how that November 9th thing didn't happen, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, still, I've reserved that date on my calendar for this wrestling show that you've booked me for. It's tentative. It's to be announced, but at least you gave me fair warning.
Notice, yeah.
AJ trying to book me for something, giving me 3 days warning. It's no good, AJ. You got to warn me far in advance. Johhny North knows. Something for what, November 14th, you said?
17th.
November 17th. You tell me in October something November 17th, I'll be there. I'll be there. You tell me something Tuesday for Saturday, I'm not going to show up. It's the way it is.
You got to throw the millions at you next time.
Like Roy Knight says, you got to find Dave's agent before making bookings. That's true. Johhny knows who my agent is.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie.
Yeah, she's real tough. She's real tough.
Yeah, don't mess with her.
But don't mess with her. But you know what? She makes sure I get the best deal every time.
Good photographer, too.
Yeah. She's good. She's in charge. I'm not in charge. I'm not the boss of this. Everybody thinks, oh, Ringside Report Radio, Dave's on the show. He's the host of the show. Dave and Johhny Live, Wrestling Uncensored. Dave must be in charge. I'm not in charge. There are people at Ringside Report above me. I'm not even the top level. I mean, I have veto power and stuff, but there are people that are above me. There's the man who takes care of all our web and all our everything, takes care of Dave and Johhny Live. He's above me on the totem pole.
Right.
And then we have my agent, and she's above me as well. They tell me what to do, and then I execute the orders down. It's a chain. It's a chain of command. They're up here on that management level. I'm the head talent / management, and then I delegate down to Johhny and AJ and Freddie and Phantom and everybody else as part of the crew. That's how it works. Hey, but I'm not in charge. Everybody thinks I'm in charge, but it is a Dave Simon production, but I'm not the president of Dave Simon Productions.
You're really exposing the business right here.
Hey, man, it's Dave and Johhny Live. We're uncensored. We do what we want. We expose the business.
That's fun.
And Wally is, Wally, and then Wally says, and then me. Yeah, after AJ, AJ, and then Wally. On Ringside Report Radio, it goes me, Fred, AJ, Wally. Like right below AJ, though. It's like me, Fred, like me, okay? Wally. Right there. Right there. Very close. That's right, Wally, my man. I'll see you in Freddie Lane, baby. Do we have a vote?
Well, in the meantime, while you check out the votes, John English strikes again. John English is back. It's been 7 years, I think, since the last movie. Now he's a teacher, just teaching kids. And he's still somewhat kind of crazy, kind of stupid. But he's still fun because there's no other spies left. They've all been identified. And he's the only one. And since he doesn't like to use the new advanced technology, he likes to use all the old spy gadgets. There's a lot of hilarity with this, of course. And
which number is this? The second?
This is
the
third one.
This is a third Johhny English. That's what I thought, because I'm pretty sure I'd seen a sequel to Johhny English before and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Johhny English Reborn.
It's one of these movies that people don't really talk about. That I guess it doesn't have a big following. I don't know, but every Johhny English movie I've very much enjoyed. I'm a big fan of Mr. Bean. I used to watch this show called The Thin Blue Line that Rowan Atkinson was on. Blackadder, of course. I'm a big fan of Rowan Atkinson. Was he on Blackadder? That's the show he watched. I didn't really watch that, but that was like a show that I think he was famous for, right? Right?
For me, I remember Bean the most. But Johhny English, I think, to me, that was actually his best movies, was Johhny English. And to me, it's a great nostalgia trip, in my opinion.
Yeah, Blackadder. That was the show that he was on. That wasn't really my show, but Mr. Bean I was a huge fan of when I was a kid, and I love the Johhny English movies.
Well, I think
Thin Blue Line I watched. I like that show. I thought that was good. Wally is confirming.
Yeah, I think with some people, I think British humor, it's kind of like hit or miss. Some of it's not that good. But I don't know. I find it's actually really good. I'm
a big fan of the British humor. One of my favorite shows of all time, Peep Show, is a show from England. That is one of the greatest shows ever. One of the best sitcoms, best comedies I've ever seen. It is so good. I love Peep Show. Wally, have you seen Peep Show?
I imagine Andy probably saw it.
Wally's like freaking out on the chat. He's like writing, "Oh wow, P.O. keeps Peep Show amazing." There you go. Wally like couldn't believe it. He was like, "Whoa, Peep Show! You watched Peep Show?" Wally was like freaking out on the YouTube chat, writing all sorts of. I got you losing it. Oh, he's using his work phone. I see. Yeah, Peep Show is an incredible show. A lot of it is on YouTube. You can watch it. It's really, really good. You've never watched it, right? I've told you to watch it before, but you haven't.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows I gotta watch.
So where does this Johhny English rank among the 3 Johhny English films?
Well, the first one's still really good. The second one's, they're all really good.
They're all good.
The thing is, because there's so much time between the last one, this just felt so refreshing to see this again, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, this might be even better than the first when I think about it. Just because there's been so long since I've actually seen Rowan Atkinson in a movie.
Yeah. And he's fantastic. I'm going to try and see it. It'll come out on TV or Netflix or something, and I'll watch it. I should have come to the theater to watch it with you.
Well, it's tough. Morning, it's not easy.
Yeah, it was like a 10 a.m. screening. It's tough for me to wake up that early, be out of the house, and like, you know. If I'm up that early and doing stuff, it's usually parenting, you know?
I do have to say the accommodations, quite awesome. Pretty much had an open theater to myself, maybe 2 other people, that was it. They're like, "Oh, we know Johnny North. Yeah, just go in, whatever. Don't have to sign anything."
They knew you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm always there, so.
AJ's just throwing out all these old school British TV shows that he saw on PBS for some reason. He's like, Faulty Towers, Benny Hill. Those are great shows. I was like, yeah, AJ, we know. You're old. We get it.
Red Dwarf is a good show.
Yeah. Wally says he likes Johnson in Peep Show. Alan Johnson. Fantastic. Great character. I'm a big Super Hands fan, you know? Super Hands, very good. AJ wants to go to KFC with you tomorrow.
KFC? That's terrible. That's like the worst restaurant to go to.
Yeah, I don't know. AJ owes me a burger from Delalo's because I was right about something. We made a bet that Khabib wouldn't be stripped of the UFC lightweight title in the 24 to 48 hours following the fight. He was not stripped, still hasn't been stripped. AJ owes me a burger. Lost the bet.
I'll collect it.
No. That's not how it works.
All right, we got to wrap this up.
We're wrapping it up?
We got to wrap it up, yeah. That's because of AJ. Blame AJ for this. We got to wrap it up.
What? You're ending the show? But I didn't do my weed reviews.
No, I guess we'll wait until next week.
Oh, I want to do a weed review, though. Come on, man. Let me do... Can I do
all of them. Like,
can I do some weed review?
Just one.
Just a quick review.
One.
All right? Quick review. I'm going to review this weed here. Johhny says I can only review one weed. So this is the weed I'm going to review. It's called Atlantis. There we go. Atlantis.
Is it good?
It's made by Hexo. It is fantastic. It is very good. I was really impressed with this stuff. They classify it as a hybrid, but it smokes more like a pure sativa, if you know what I'm saying. Now, there are 2 classifications of weed. There's sativa, which is more of an up, more of a head buzz, kind of gives you energy sometimes. This stuff gives you energy. This stuff is like Energizer weed. It's crazy. So it's more of a head buzz and more of a social, giggly type thing. A lot of fun. But it's classified as a hybrid, which is... An indica is more of a couch lock, right? It'll kind of weigh your body down and maybe put you to sleep. That's what an indica does. A sativa will bring you up and kind of keep you light. It's more of a head thing. And this Atlantis, even though it's qualified as a hybrid, kind of mixed between indica and sativa, I found it smoked like a pure sativa and one of the best sativas I've ever had. It's very expensive. It is $145 for 15 grams, which comes out to just under $10 a gram all the way up. So it's not cheap. It's not the cheapest weed they have. I bought this as well, which was Helios. 15 grams for like $85, so much cheaper than the $145 for the Atlantis. This Helios was supposed to be a sativa, but it's smoked more like a hybrid. There are sativa elements. You do feel that kind of up, but there is a bit of a couch lock to it. It does kind of weigh your body down. So if you're going for a pure sativa, I wouldn't go for the Helios, even though it is qualified in their sativa section. I'd go for the Atlantis. It's more expensive, but it is some of the best weed I've ever smoked. I know a lot of people are complaining about the quality to this weed. Maybe not all the strains are great. I like the Helios. I think it's pretty good, but this Atlantis stuff is incredible. I don't know if I can actually show you buds on YouTube, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't know. I don't know if I can show... I don't know what the legality is. Because I know weed's legal in Canada, but we have people in Ireland and in UK and the United States, you know, all over the place where the laws are different. So I'm not going to show you the actual bud, okay? Weed is weed, bud is bud. Go Google, you know, Atlantis weed. I don't know if there's pictures out there. Antoinette's saying I can, but can I on YouTube? I don't know. But this stuff is really good. So if you have a chance, I know the weed stores are selling out of all the weed right now, which is crazy, right? Like they tell you weed's legal, and then they're like, well, we don't have any weed for you. We're sold out. Well, it's like, well, can we smoke this weed from the street, like from a drug dealer or something? It's like, no, that's still illegal. So it's like, well, you're telling me I'm allowed to do it, but you don't provide me any weed to do it with? Huh? Doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No, they'll make more, and they'll jack up the price. Don't worry, it's coming. They just got to recalculate everything. That's it.
Yeah, well, they can make more, and they can keep... I mean, the prices are very expensive. They can't jack up the prices any more than they are.
They'll jack it up, don't worry.
Antoinette's saying her friend has a YouTube channel and posts all kinds of different weed. So maybe I can show you the bud.
Wow.
Let's open it up. Let's crack it open. There we go. So here's the bud. Let's try to get in focus here. It's hard to get. There you go. I don't know. You can't really tell from the camera, but it's nice.
If you like grass.
If you like weed, it's, you know, it's good weed. It's tasty. It's got a nice woodsy aroma. And it's a tremendous high. The Atlantis is very nice. Very nice. High quality stuff. $145 for 15 grams. Bit expensive, but it's nice.
Thank you for showing David.
There you go. I also have this stuff called Tsunami. That's an indica. It is the highest percentage of THC they had in the store at 22.1%, which is pretty strong. It's decent. This Atlantis, just to compare, the Atlantis is at 19%, and the Helio is at 15.7%. So this 22.1%, very strong stuff. Antoinette saying hers got lost in the mail. That is disappointing. I know the online services are selling out. They are struggling to ship everything out. So good luck to all my friends out there. I waited about an hour outside a store downtown Montreal. I understand they're selling out of a lot of stuff. They had low stock on pretty much anything. Very few 3.5 gram increments, mostly selling in the 15 grams. Got some oil as well that we'll review on another show because John's trying to cut me off. Are we done, John?
Oh, we're done. Yeah. Offline. Delete.
All right. Well, that's the show. I hope you enjoyed my weed reviews, as they will be frequent. This is going to be a new segment of Dave and Johhny Live, weed reviews, because, you know, weed's legal. There's going to be strains at these stores that you can all try, so I will review them for you. I'm going to try as many different strains as I possibly can get my hands on. How about that?
Yeah, good for you.
I'm going to get as many varieties as I possibly can.
Stay strong, Zev. Stay strong.
What does that mean?
Well, it's gonna be tough, man. If he's smoking that, like.
Well, he's not smoking. He's a baby. What are you talking about? He's not allowed to smoke until he's 18. It's
20,
the rules.
21, no?
Well, they're going to change it to 21 in this province, but it'll probably get changed back by the time he's 18. 21's ridiculous. You can drink, you can buy cigarettes, you can go to war, you can drive a car, but you can't smoke weed? What? Come on.
Hey, man, that government, tough.
Yeah, a little too tough. A little wacko, if you ask me. Oh, boy. All right. That's it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Big shout-out to everybody. AJ, Wally, Antoinette, Rob, Andy, Roy. Just everybody checking in. Derek, John, I saw you, my man. Everybody out there. Thanks for watching. This has been Dave and Johhny live.
11.
11?